and durable option when it comes to bed protection for your 2019 or newer Silverado 1500 with either a 5.5-foot short box or 6.5-foot standard box. This TruShield low-profile hard trifold tonneau cover is a solid option. Now this is great for the Silverado owner who either wants to clean up the appearance of the bed by covering it up with a low-profile and sharp-looking bed cover, or uses their bed frequently for cargo and wants some security and protection from the elements and prying eyes. Now while its function is solid, this bed cover is also an affordable choice for a hard trifold if you're specifically looking for the ease and the function of a trifold and the protection of a hard cover just at a more budget-friendly price point. A tonneau cover or a bed cover is a great solution to security, cargo protection, and a better look. And this brings all three of those to the table while being an easy-to-use option with a full clamp-on design. Now this not only is puncture-proof with the tough materials, but it also locks with the tailgate, so anyone who don't want to get into this won't be able to if the truck and the tailgate is locked. It's also a tough layer of protection for whatever is in your bed, whether you're consistently carrying cargo or tools or gear inside, or just once in a while. The cover also very easily opens with the pull of a cord at the back, releasing the 2 pins on either side. Folds very neatly and easily, as you can see here, and can be secured on the back of the bulkhead and kept secured with straps if you want to keep your bed open for that larger cargo. Now it even comes with easily removable clamps at the back section if you do need to remove the entire system for any reason for full bed access. Now this entire system is made of an aircraft grade aluminum material when it comes to the panels as well as the frame system, making it very durable against the weather and any tough conditions, as well as anyone trying to get in, being a very secure construction. Now the aluminum is coated in a matte black finish, and the panels have a nice textured or wrinkled finish to add a little of that heavy duty styling to the cover, but the coating is really there to protect the aluminum from the elements and ultimately corrosion over time. The cover also has some notable smaller features like thick yet flush rubber seals to keep out excessive moisture, foam blocks on the inside of the folds to prevent any panel-on-panel contact or damage, and adjustable nylon straps at the back when you want to secure it down when it is open. Now the rest of the kit comes with all of the necessary hardware as well, like the aluminum clamps. This does come with aluminum frame rails that are also powder coated to match and resist corrosion as well, all the foam seals, and all of the small hardware for a modification-free install. Now this comes in at about $675 to $850 roughly. It depends on if you have that 5.5 or 6.5 foot bed. It does range slightly. Now regardless of bed size, this is still one of the most affordable options for a hard trifold tonneau cover, and while it saves you some cash, it doesn't lack in quality with the tough build, the easy installation, the low profile look, and the very reliable system as far as security and even just weather protection is concerned. Now it's also very easy to operate, making this system easy to use on a daily basis, and it just makes it an all-around great pick if you're looking specifically for a hard trifold that's not going to break the bank, but also going to be very useful. Install here is a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. It'll take you no longer than an hour to get this set up and completely installed on your Silverado with some basic hand tools. However, at this point, I'm going to hand it over to one of our installers. They're going to show you how you can get this bolted up to your Silverado and how to use it. So that's going to wrap it up for what I have to say. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
For this install, you need the supplied wrench and Allen key and a pair of scissors. All right, today we're going to be installing a tonneau cover on our Silverado. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to start at the front of our bed here. We're going to grab our supplied foam that comes with it. The foam is going to go across the front of the bed here. So we're going to pull our protective backing off our double-sided tape and start across. One thing to note, you do want to make sure that this is nice and clean. You see ours is a little dirty from previous installs, but that's no difference. But make sure yours is nice and clean so that this double-sided tape sticks very well. We're just going to start at one end and work our way across. Then once you get to the end here, you grab a pair of scissors and just cut off the extra. So now we're gonna get our side rails on and loosely attached. Now there are a few things that we put on first. We have our drain tube, our rear lock, and our front mounting point. Now you're gonna find one end that has a cap on it. That is the back. Your rail is gonna sit like so. On the back end here, we're gonna put our rear locking point. You need to get your slide Allen key and loosen that nut up. And it's gonna slide over and just rest over like so. Just snug that so it just doesn't fall off. I'm gonna flip this around. We're gonna grab our front mount, and then you do the same thing, loosen up this Allen bolt, and then it's gonna go over the rail like so. Just make sure you get it seated all the way over the channel and locked on. After that, we can put our drain tube on. Just push that all the way in. We're gonna slide our rail over the end and slide it all the way forward. We can adjust later as needed. Here's gonna make sure when putting your supplied clamps on that this mounting point goes behind the first clamp. Clamp's simply just gonna lock in to the side of the rail on this groove here. We'll get our front one just locked in place and then get our rear one on after. And once again, you may need to come back and adjust everything once we get everything tightened down. But we're just gonna get our mount, lock it in, and snug that up. Now you just go ahead and do the same thing with the other rail, and then we'll get our cover on it and mount it in place. All right, so now we're gonna get our tonneau cover set down. You'll see your clamps and the front seal. You just wanna make sure that lays up over our foam that we put down. Just kind of center it up a little bit. Unhook and fold that back. Then you'll be able to see our two mounting points in the front cover. So now I'm just gonna grab our mounting bolt. As you can see, I took our washers and nut off because we'll put them on through the bottom. I lined up our bracket with this hole underneath. We're just gonna push this straight through. You can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, then we'll go underneath and secure it. So now we're underneath our tonneau cover. As you can see, our stud is going through our mount. We're gonna get that secured down. So we have our flat washer and then lock washer, and then our plastic nut. We're gonna thread that on. This doesn't need to be crazy tight, just make sure that this sits flat with the tonneau cover up here. Once you have that secure, grab your cotter pin and slide that through. We're gonna grab our supplied Allen key and tighten down our Allen for our mount. And then also grab our supplied wrench and tighten down our mount for our rail here. Now you may need to come back and loosen everything up and adjust once you open this and make sure it's all in the right place, but it's fairly simple to do that. So I have our safety strap here. I'm just gonna hook this to our mount like so. And then last thing we have over here is our drain tube. Now there's nowhere down lower on this bed, so we're just gonna feed it through our hole up here, like so. Now you just go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other side. All right, so now we're gonna come to the back and adjust. We actually did close our tailgate just to see how much of a gap we had. We had to actually move the whole tonneau cover about a ½ inch back, no big deal. But we're gonna adjust this rear locking point now. You just wanna make sure that lines up and sits in the middle there. And then we can raise this up. We're gonna tighten our rear clamp and this locking point. Let's start with this locking point so it doesn't move. Grab our supplied Allen key. Just go ahead and tighten that down. And grab our supplied wrench and tighten our last clamp down here. All right, just go ahead and do the same thing on the other side for the rear locking point and the clamp, and you're all set to go. And that wraps up our install of our True Shield low profile hard tri-fold tonneau cover for a 2019 and newer Silverado and Sierra 1500 with a 5.8 foot short and a 6.5 foot standard box. And remember, for everything Silverado, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.